monumental faith. If you can't look back on your spiritual journey and find monumental moments where God showed up and showed out, your faith is dead and you are just going through the formality. Let me tell you about a moment God came real to me. It occurred early in my spiritual journey. I got saved and married all before the age of 22. I was speaking at the Baltimore City jail. I had only been saved for 3 months. I was working at a nursing home, making a few pennies above minimum wage. I spoke a message that Friday at the jail and was put to the test the very next day. I remember my sermon because it came the very next day. My message came out of 1 John, where he speaks of thy brother having need, and you had the means to meet his needs and don't. You hypocrite. I spoke that message Friday. I came home, went over my budget, if you want to call it a budget. I get paid, pay all my bills, and hope to survive another week. Living paycheck to paycheck. As Stevie Wonder say, living just enough for the city. I remember clear that day because that was the first time we actually had some change left over after paying all the bills. I remember the exact amount, and you're going to see just how. Okay, fast forward to Saturday morning. I had a coworker who was putting it nicely, mentally challenged. It was obvious to me that something was really bothering her that day. She was one of those type of people, something's always bothering her. Me making general conversation, end up opening up a whole can of worms when I asked her, are you all right? Now, she was staying at a house where she was renting a room from a member of her church who had grown children living there also. She answered me in her fussy voice, no, I ain't all right. One of those women's children stole my $30 off of my dresser. That was my $30 get my monthly bus pass. And today's the last day to buy one. And I said, as we normally do, well, I pray for you. And immediately my message came to me. If that brother had need and you had the means to meet that need and you don't, you hypocrite. At the same time, my boss that morning already told me, Merrick, you got to get some white pants. I was working in dietary. I didn't have a uniform. I couldn't afford it. That moment, I had a challenge. The Bible tells us, look not every man on his own needs, but look at the needs of others. And so I gave her my $30. I said, Lord, I was obedient to your word. But the Bible also tells us, give and look not in return. She said, I'll pay you back next week. I said, just keep. I'm going to tell you what the Lord did. 20 minutes from there, I got on the elevator, take some goods down to the storeroom. A woman from housekeeping came in. She said, Merrick, what size pants you wear? And I gave her my size. She had 6 pair of white pants, fit me to a T. No hemming, no alteration, no nothing. God will come through every time.